As per usual, the Cinefanatics are shooting their reaction late at night. And we have yet to eat dinner. I am hungry. And you know what I'm hungry for?
Smash burger.
A hamburger! What's going on, guys? We're the Cinefanatics. My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
And we're back with another reaction to Kevin Smets.
Anyways, let's jump into this episode.
Yeah, let's jump in.
So this is going to be Smets winning over Chandru.
Yeah.
Smets versus Chandru.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so dropping the facade for it. This is going to be a good match. I'm really eager for this one. This is probably like hype level, whatever the meme says.
It's over 9,000?
I guess. I don't know what's considered a normal, decent hype level nowadays. Super eager for this match. This is probably going to be one of the tops of my list, I would assume, for this year. Just because this is the Smets, revenge tour, going back after that belt. Hopefully a rematch with Kalinowski in the future.
Well, he's got to win this one first. And here's the thing. Chandru actually has been no slacker when it comes to showing off well in the Inner Geekdom division. He has been building himself up as well, even going on and taking out Brandon Hanna, who had already beaten him once.
Yeah.
So we have a situation where we have Smets, who we know is tried and true. He's good. He's got this. Versus Chandru, who is trying to kind of still establish his name, but is doing a pretty good job at it so far. He's been knocking out accuracy. He's been rising the ranks. I mean, you've probably seen some of his posts on Facebook if you're around the Facebook group.
He did like a line graph post between like his accuracy and Smets' accuracy, and I was like, okay.
It's just hilarious. It's great.
That's a whole new level of K-fob that I'm like, okay.
It's too nerdy, even for Inner Geekdom.
Yeah.
But no, Chandru is fantastic. He's a great guy, great player, but he is going to be smashed.
And then you have Smets.
Yeah, by Smets.
Who is Smets? He's going to win.
Enough said.
Pretty much.
Excelsior.
Here's the thing. I think, especially since the beginning of this season, we've stayed fairly, not really taking any one side, one faction, one team. We've stayed pretty neutral. Although we just really do like the Dungeon. The Dungeon has been, for all intents and purposes, like an underdog faction. Almost all of them rookies, with the exception of Zipper.
Yep.
And they've just come in roaring. They've taken over. They've been pretty dominant. They might not have all the belts yet. They just got the one with the singles from Oyama.
But they're about to get another one.
But I feel like they're close to another one. And I'm actually really eager to see how the Loose Cannons are going to do in the team tournament.
Here's the thing. Just aside from this match specifically, Smets taking the Inner Geekdom belt off Kalinowski at Spectacular, provided, of course, he wins this match, which, let's be honest. We have a situation where we're going into teams, and the Loose Cannons do have the opportunity to get the team's belt. Would this be the first time we've ever seen all three of the major belts, again, we're not counting Star Wars here, all three of the major belts in the same faction?
Yeah, so let's start up a new hashtag. Hashtag Dungeon 3 Belts.
Dungeon 3 belts.
Doesn't really have the same ring to it as Mikey 3 Belts, does it?
No, but
Mikey 3 Belts doesn't have a ring to it right now either.
Mikey 3 belts isn't happening this season, so what are you going to do?
So Kaiser 3 Belts? Since he's...
There you go. Hashtag Kaiser 3 belts, guys.
That'll work. Kaiser 3 Belts. And I wouldn't be surprised if you get someone like Smets, who, if I remember correctly, he trained or he studied, he auditioned for the Schmoedown with Star Wars. I wouldn't be surprised if he jumps into the Star Wars after claiming his belt. And
I feel like he talked about it towards the beginning of when he first started getting into the Schmoedown. So maybe. I think he's smart and just focusing on Inner Geekdom right now because
this feels like the conversation that we would have after we watched the match, and we're like, yeah, so Smets is gonna go get the Star Wars belt, and so we're just ignoring the entire match at this point, and just going straight to the after match conversation here.
Yeah, just straight up assuming that he wins this, which We've been wrong before, so
I don't mind being wrong.
we thought he was going to beat Kalinowski, and then freaking Peter, man.
Yeah.
So let's actually watch this and try to see if we're actually correct this time. Which, again, let's be honest.
Count our chickens before they hatch. Or whatever reference makes sense for the Schmoedown.
The chicken crossed the road. On the other side, he got smashed by Smets.
Who played the love interest of Swamp Thing?
Adrian Barbeau. Man,
Oh, yeah.
how long are we going to be down here? I don't understand this. Why didn't you pay the dungeon rent?
I told you, Zipper needs braces. Paul needs new sunglasses.
It looks like the
Came up a
stairwell
little
in my
short
high
of the
school.
track, I'm sorry. Plus, this place ain't so bad.
We're in the basement of a Denny's.
Yeah? And what's so wrong with that? All the waffles you can eat.
This ain't a joke, man.
Moon's over Miami.
We're 2 matches away from
Miami.
the championship.
Would you shut up?
1 match away from Kalinowski and Spectacular. And I got this kid, Chandru, that has the same hunger in his eyes that I did. All right? I need to stomp that hunger out.
Speaking of hunger, what about a scram slam? Or
Oh,
a
for
grand slam? You more of a waffle guy?
He's a waffle guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hello, ladies and
Oh, hey.
to the movie trivia Schmoedown, the inner geek. of
Mark Ellis
number
is at
one
the desk.
contender, man.
Yeah, look at
I am
that.
Barry Mark Baby Caratellis. I'm not the story here today. Let's
Rachel
get the lead
Cushing.
headline right out of the way. I am joined by the one, the only Rachel, the Crusher Cushing is here today. Rachel, how are you?
I'm very good. Very excited for this match.
Retirement seems to have done you well. You seem your normal confident self. You seem very relaxed. What has it been like not having to compete every other week?
I can watch television, which is really nice. I'm learning to watch movies without filing away all the facts. I wish there were more palm trees in my retirement, but I'm working on that.
Okay.
so.
Yeah, palm tree is a great sign of retirement. And as we are here in California, we're actually getting set for the downtown LA Schmoedown Spectacular. And you and I were talking just before we went to air. This is kind of the last shoe to drop. Then we're going to have our lineup card set.
Yeah, it's crazy. Spectacular 4. It's going to be amazing event. Everything's lined up except who's going to play Mike Kalinowski, and we're about to find out.
And what a history that Mike Kalinowski really has with both of these competitors that you're going to see here today. It's Chandru, the chosen Dhandapani, taking on Kevin, the Smasher Smets. Now, we know Smasher, he got this close to actually competing against you in San Diego. It was just, he got the Peter Harry thing confused, and then Mike goes on to compete against you. So Kevin Smets has been in this situation before. He's gotten so close to the mountaintop. What does that do to a competitor's mindset, Rachel, when you've been so close and now you have the chance once again?
Well, once you get over the heartbreak side of it, it just fuels the fire. And he's a veteran now. Even though this is his rookie season, in this match, and really at this point, he's a veteran player. He has been there, he's gotten close, he's made that slip, and it's fired him up to come back and try again today.
He seems very ready to go. But then you look at, I mean, we talk about rookies, we talk about veterans. Chandru, the chosen, all of a sudden, he's got a 3-1 record to go against Smets' 4-1 record. And Chandru, he likes to talk a little bit. He's a very nice guy. He's easy to root for. He wants this shot, too, on a live stage against Mike Kalinowski.
Yeah, he has the strength of position in terms of being the underdog. Everybody expects Kevin to win, and that expectation is pressure. I've been there. I know how that feels, and believe me, he's putting it on
guilty.
himself.
Yep.
Chandru has just quietly crept up through the ranks and done really, really well, and he poses a real threat to Kevin today.
Well, let's take a look at the confidence level of each competitor with their pregame interviews right now.
And your winner, Kalinowski beats Smets. Kalinowski beats Smets. Kalinowski is going to.
I feel like the Kalinowski and Smets matchup is going to be like Kalinowski and Cushing. This is going to be the new like big head-to-head
It's going to take it over.
constant. Yeah.
But I mean, also you gotta think we gotta see what happens with Mara
Mara.
now too.
Yep, goosebumps. Feel the epicness of this.
Yeah, it's just the beer talking.
Barely had any.
And when the dust settles and the smoke clears and there's bodies on the floor, the only thing the Dungeonheads are gonna be chanting is, "Who's next?"
That was a nice transition there.
It would be the Wookiee.
This guy in the Wookiee costume.
Yeah.
The Wookiee hoodie.
Chandru Dhandapani, and he will
think it was actually a onesie.
in a #1
Wookiee onesie.
contender
The Wookiee
match.
onesie.
Let's break down this match, shall
The
we?
Wookiee.
Yeah.
See, Chandru, he's a flea on a frying pan. And Smets, well, he's the Orkin man. Turning up the heat till we get to spectacular.
Okay.
I'm back. I'm 3-1 now. And
I like
I'm
Zipper
going
in the
into a
back, like, trying to
#1
figure out if that
contender
makes
match
sense.
against Kevin Smets.
You know, in one of his matches, Chandru came out, popping his hoodie, mean mugging the camera, mocking the Smasher. Little song, little dance. Get out of the way, Chandru, because you're about to get smashed.
You know, I have nothing but respect for Kevin Smets, but the people he hangs around with, they're bullies. I don't like bullies. I don't care where they're from.
Everybody wants a piece of us. Well, you know what? Line up, because we could always use a few 100 pounds of hamburger for our next open house.
I'm just a mere mortal going against
Hamburger sounds
the
good.
unstoppable force that is
Whataburger.
Kevin Smets, like Batman
No, I got
against
some burgers in the
Superman,
freezer.
like Captain
Sweet and spicy
America
bacon
against
burger?
Thanos,
I mean, that is
like
good.
Frodo against
Highly
Sauron,
recommended.
like Andrew Guy against Dan Murrow a little bit.
This video is
You know,
sponsored
I'm
by
not gonna
Whataburger, sort of, not
roll
really.
over
No,
and
it's
then
not,
chat
but if they would like to
I'm gonna
sponsor us,
stand
that'd
my
be cool.
ground, look him in the eyes
I'll
and
sing the
say,
praises.
No, you move.
Listen up, tough guy. I'm not the Bachelor. I'm not David Moore or the War Father. This match isn't gonna be fun for you, kid. Because you see, I'm on the warpath to spectacular. And unfortunately for you, you're in my way. What's that mean for you, Chandru? It means you are chosen to be next.
I feel like I need to get out of the way, and he's not even facing me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna. We'll just be over here if you need us.
Go, Smets.
You can do it, dude.
All right, well, you see that? I see a lot of confidence brimming from both Chandru and Kevin Smets. And then Kaiser, look, is he a good manager? I'm not sure exactly
it's safe.
what he
It's a
does
video.
for Smets. Smets seems to have such discipline when studying. I think Kaiser's just the guy that washes the hoodies at this point. But he does walk out and he gives him an extra bolster of maybe cockiness.
Oh, I think Kaiser is synonymous with cockiness. So that's what he brings to the table. That's what he brings to the table.
Trusting you
He's
on
one of
this.
these competitors.
Oh my
brings a
gosh,
lot
just
to
watch the
table
video.
As far as movie trivia know-how, particularly when we get to inner geekdom. So, Rachel, as we get into the tail of the tape, what are each one of these competitors really good at? What are they hoping to see on that round 2 wheel?
Well, Kevin, while great at everything, is particularly good at MCU, Star Wars, and ordering hoodies from HotTopic.com, I think.
HotTopic.com.
Look, smashing,
They're still
smashing
online
more.
there. And then on the other side of the
What's on the
table,
wheel? He's
Chandru
looking
the
for
Chosen Dhandapani.
anything.
Yeah, he's great at DC and Marvel, and he's really upping the dancing game these days. We never know what he's going to do when he walks out from behind that curtain.
He really is. I mean, look, Josh McCouga, I would say is the starter at any wedding reception dance floor, but Chandru Dhandapani,
He's
not
giving him
bad.
a run for his money on that department.
I think maybe him and Josh McCouga attempt the Dirty Dancing lift at a nuptial ceremony sometime in the future. Well, I feel pretty prepared and ready to go and excited to get this final lineup set for the Schmoedown Spectacular. Rachel Cushing, you ready to go?
Let's do this.
It's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, with a record of 3 wins, 1 defeat, and 1 knockout.
It's definitely not Smets.
Please welcome Chandru, the Chosen.
Is that Captain America's theme?
Yeah, First Avenger.
Stop, really?
That's a very serious Chandru.
Oh, no shield.
Is he representing Captain America? Is that maybe a shot across Mike Kalinowski's bow? Because
It might
Kalinowski's also
be.
been captain.
He has.
All right, Chandru gets
Or is
seated,
this
ready
like
to go. Thank
mocking
you for your
the
service.
Smets' Winter Soldier?
And his opponent,
Maybe.
led to the ring by his manager Kaiser, sporting a record of 4 wins, 1 defeat, 4 knockouts to his name, representing the Dungeon. He is Kevin the Smasher Smash.
Oh,
All 4 of his wins have been knockouts.
Like shoebox.
Yeah.
That's
Smets is looking at
Yep.
it. It's got
That's
all
awesome.
the way to the top. Kaiser's there.
Oh,
Zipper's
nice.
holding it. He seems calm. I am a little
Zip
nervous.
looks as confused as we are.
I feel like Brad Pitt at the end of 7 right now.
Oh boy.
there's
I
a
don't know
live
what to
creature in
expect,
that.
John.
What's in the
Fist bump,
box?
slash handshake, a
Okay.
little
Gwyneth
bit of
Paltrow's head.
Sportsmanship, I like it.
Okay.
I'm still nervous about the box though.
Yeah, the box. Kaiser.
We brought Chandru a little gift from the dungeon.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
It's a
Oh my
snake.
gosh.
Shoes.
Oh,
Clock
jeez.
shoes. So you can dance your ass back to the couch and watch us at Spectacular.
Okay then.
Well,
Good luck.
Chandru, are those shoes in your size?
We can fit, like, I just need more Super Soldier Serum and they'll fit.
Oh.
Okay, well, I think we can all rest assured. Thank God Kaiser didn't bring a snake into the studio.
I'm relieved. I'm relieved to choose.
That's why the
I will
little
say it.
wizard behind
Yeah,
the curtain.
I like that
pre-show,
there's holes
a lot
for
of
breathing.
us were nervous. There was a snake in that shoebox. There was no snake in the shoebox. At least that's I'm terrified
Don't
of
let their
snakes.
shoes
so.
breathe.
Typical Kaiser.
Oh, boy. All right. With that, gentlemen, you are now seated at the table, and so I will give you the rules of this Inner Geekdom #1 contender match. It is a 3-round. It's a mouthful of rules, and we're done with it now, so the Smasher, Kevin Smets, how you feeling?
Feeling good. I'm ready.
All right, and Chandru, the chosen Dhandapani. How are you feeling, sir?
I can do this all day.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yeah, I know.
You can get beat and smashed all
The
day.
first question is the legend. I thought you were a myth.
I'm
And now
right
you're
here though.
actually
Probably
here.
could play into the K-Fob a little. That was
All
fun.
right, Rachel Cushing.
You are America's. Never mind.
All right, guys, let's start off
Yeah.
with MCU. In Avengers Endgame, who is the first Avenger we see on screen and will accept their superhero or their real name?
Oh, boy.
Because there are 2 of those.
I saw
Wait, how does that
game
begin?
once.
Only once.
I really liked it.
Then why not
I've
again?
only seen it once. I don't know.
It is
5,
long. I
4,
will say that.
3,
It's somebody
2,
else, but
1. Pens down.
I don't remember.
Hawkeye, Clint Barton.
yes.
Oh,
I knew
that's
it.
I've
right.
seen the movie more than me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, I was writing Tony. I knew it was somebody else. I
We
knew it
move
wasn't
on
Tony.
to a movie. I have seen these movies more than
Oh,
these
I
movies.
feel
That would be
stupid. That's
Star Wars
right.
Films.
Yeah.
And your question is,
Yep.
you'll find the
That's true.
Bunta Eve classic play out in which Star Wars film?
So, what's your favorite Star Wars film?
Oh, boy.
I know, it's a tough question,
always
isn't
go
it?
back to the classic trilogy.
Yes.
I kind of vacillate between
That feels better.
episode 4 and episode 6.
Wow. Okay.
I know
episode
this
5 's
one.
I was like, what was
It
the
is.
opening? I knew there was somebody.
One
It was
pens
somebody
down,
else.
gentlemen. Chandru, what do you got?
Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
It is the Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace.
And the Smasher.
Yeah. Phantom Menace.
Can I get a
Phantom Menace.
different marker?
All
and
right,
maybe
need a pit crew for Chandru's markery. Hit a skid.
You want your
These things happen.
Your
and we
toothpick
thank you
there,
out.
buddy?
That's right. We need a new pen, and
You got
Kevin Smets does not need a toothpick anymore. Okay, good. Good to go. It is 2-2, and Rachel is going to ask your third question.
All right, the third question, gentlemen, do me proud, is Middle Earth. In the Fellowship of the Ring, what is Frodo doing while he's waiting for Gandalf to arrive in the Shire for Bilbo's party?
On that
While
Friday,
he's
that could
waiting,
be
I thought
anything.
Gandalf just like appeared and it was a
This guy left his
surprise.
own
You just
devices.
sound like you're listening to some rumors about Frodo.
Hey, look, y'all made that dirty. Okay? I just said Frodo's got a lot of hobbies. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Kevin Smets.
reading a book.
Okay, we'll take that, Chandru.
Acid smoking, pipe weed.
It's not a terrible guess, honestly. He's a hobbit.
Cleaning his house.
Hobbiting about.
He might have been high while reading. Hobbits
Smoking
do like to
pipe,
puff on
which
the
means
demons.
I have the
Kevin
same
Smets
exact
takes
answer
his
as Chandru.
first lead, and it is now 3-2. Smets obviously with a perfect game. If he somehow manages to get the next 7 questions right, he is going to have a perfect round, and he'll be asked a bonus question just to hit.
And after you're done with
One
that, you
value
have
for that is
second,
also
third, fourth,
1
and fifth
point.
breakfast.
Your next category is in the world of DC movies.
Second,
And your
third,
question,
fourth,
what is
munchies.
the name of Morgan
Yep, that
Freeman's
was the joke.
character in the Christopher Nolan Batman films? Gonna need the first and the last name here. First and the last name.
That'd
Don't
be
know that his
difficult.
middle name is ever.
Ooh.
I really do like knowing an answer. It's
I
really
do not
refreshing.
think
It does
it
come in
was.
black, Mr. Wayne.
I bet you know.
But I bet Wikipedia says it does.
3, 2,
Get busy
1.
living. Get busy
Pens
being
down.
Batman.
Going to you first, Chandru. What do you got?
Lucius Fox.
That is correct for a
Lucius
point.
Fox.
We were tied momentarily,
Lucius Fox.
and then
Lucius
Kevin
Fox.
Smets back in the lead, 4-3.
All right, your next question is in the world of Marvel films. In X2, X-Men United, who plays the villainous Colonel William Stryker?
Okay, you want to do that same Star Wars dance with the X-Men films? What's your favorite?
This
I know
one-
you got
This
it
one
right,
we're
so
talking
I'm okay
Yeah.
with
Is it
saying that.
because,
Very
I feel
underrated
like in this
Hannibal
one, The
Lecter.
X-Men got United.
You could
Yeah.
say that. Yeah, I mean, the title kind of gives
That's
it
exactly
away,
what I was
but,
thinking.
It's a spoiler.
A little bit.
One, pens down. Going to you first, Smasher.
Brian Cox.
It is Brian Cox.
Brian Cox.
All right.
Yeah, Brian Cox.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. It's Brian Cox.
Yeah.
Very good in that secession show. We move on to my favorite Intergeekdom category, Harry Potter.
I'm not sure that's true.
No. I love everything about this kid and his friendly pals. Who is the ghost of House Slytherin? The ghost of House Slytherin.
Which
I
house
mean,
would you be in? Are you a Slytherin? For somebody whose favorite category this is.
I think I'm more of a Hufflepuff.
Aw, actually, I think that's true.
Okay, I'll
Yep,
take it.
a loyal friend right here, Mark Ellis.
It's the only one I
Baby
can
hands.
remember.
I'm probably wrong.
Gonna have to have you
I
guys
can do
trust
that.
that
Who
this
is the
what I wrote.
ghost of House Slytherin? I mean, you got to
I mean, they
imagine.
repeated. I could rewrite
All
it,
these
but
houses are haunted as
Eh.
hell. I mean,
Well, take one look at Hogwarts and
you'll have a
ask.
better view.
There's,
if you go on
I only
Wikipedia.
know of a couple of
Wizardry.
ghosts that are
Witches and
around
There's- I only know of
I mean,
one.
Hogwarts.
there's a lot of life after death going on. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't feel this is
One.
correct, but
Pens down. Chandru, what do you got?
Oh, the Bloody Baron.
It is the Bloody Baron.
Ah,
The Smets
okay.
have it.
Didn't get
He
it.
does not. So we are
nearly
tied.
headless Nick.
Wow.
Yeah, I put Moaning Myrtle.
Yeah, see, that was the other one I was
Five
thinking. I didn't think
apiece.
either
No
one of them were
perfect
really
rounds, but
Slytherin.
Both gentlemen competing very well thus far.
You need to watch the
One
Harry
miss
Potter
each
movies again.
So far, and 6 questions is fantastic.
Yeah,
These
not really.
questions are definitely
Yeah,
going
but-
deep. It's a number
yeah.
1 contenders match.
Have
I
the
think they're
butterbeer,
both
I'm
doing
good.
phenomenal.
Ooh, that is true. That's
All right, gentlemen. and your next
delicious
category
stuff.
is in the world of Star Trek.
I'm thankful for Harry
Star
Potter's
Trek.
existence
In
just for
Star
that.
Trek
Yeah.
Beyond, what is the name of the alien scavenger that befriends Scotty?
Can we go with the actress's name?
How are these
Yeah.
Star Trek shows on the?
'Cause I know that one.
CBS
All
app?
Access. I will have to admit that I have not pulled the trigger.
Yeah,
on
I can't remember
CBS
her
All
character's
Access.
name at all.
However,
And I
am
didn't
going
like
to
that movie that
flip a
much.
card.
Three.
I don't think most people did, actually.
Yeah, he's
It
rolling
wasn't my
wine,
favorite
he's
of
got
the
a dog.
three.
I'll
I
watch
know.
that.
I'm in.
Pens down. Kevin Smets.
Jayla.
Jayla,
Yeah.
does Chandru have it?
Jayla.
He certainly
Nicely
does
done.
as well. 6-6.
I said the Mummy.
I mean,
He's
you're
got
not
it.
wrong.
Star Trek.
That movie
Maybe
was.
they'll loan us their CBS All Access
True.
password. Our next category is from the DCEU. And the question is, Justice League's The Flash lives in what fictional city?
We're not going easy on these guys.
No. We got
It's
them on
not.
the mats now.
Oh,
We're going
Of course, they're
Jeez.
both scribbling furiously, so we haven't
It's
stumped
not.
them with this
Yeah,
one, I
they're
don't
so
think.
good at this
I
stuff.
know this is.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I know this
1.
is a city,
Pens down.
but
Chandru, what do you got?
Central City.
It
yes.
is
Central
Yep.
City.
Central City.
I wanted to say like Culver City.
Yeah, I said Star. No, Central
Yeah.
City is.
All right, next
I was
up.
close. I knew it was
All
like
right,
C
your ninth
City.
question, your penultimate question, as
My
Ellis
mind was
likes
saying
to
Century
say,
well
City. I was
done.
like, that's not right.
is in the category of heroes and villains. What is the name of the anime styler version of Spider-Man in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Oh shoot.
Now you talk about deep cuts.
It is, but it is a amazing film, and I have no doubt that both of these guys
What
have
was her
seen it
name?
as many times as I have.
I saw this
which is
movie.
a lot.
Saw this movie.
You saw
I know
it?
I'm not spelling it
See?
right, but I mean,
Okay.
it still
Okay.
sounds the
Okay.
same. So phonetically, I'm covered.
2, 1. Pens down. Kevin Smets, did he have it?
Did you say Anna? I should ask for the repeat. I said Penny Parker.
That's correct.
Yes.
Huh? And
Penny Parker.
Chandru got
Yes, it
it.
is.
I actually wrote the word
Right.
Penny, but Penny Parker.
Eden-
Spider-Man.
Right.
You got it.
Well
it's a-
done,
it's a
gents.
robot
All right,
spider with-
one more
that
question. It's
doesn't
8 to 8.
Don't blame
so regardless
Smets
how
for
this last
questioning
question
a
goes,
Spider-Man
you should feel very proud
question.
about what you've done here in round number 1. Your last question in this round is from the category of mixed bag. Reach in. Could
Back
be
to the
anything.
future
Could
question.
Be DC, could be Marvel, could be White Shoes, could be a live snake. Let's find out. You'll find the government organization BPRD
Yep.
in what comic book based franchise?
Yep.
I mean, it's one thing to know the Flash is from Central City.
It's another thing to know what BPRD
Yeah,
stands for.
those are
We could have
ominous
asked
looking
that.
initials.
Yep.
No vowels at all.
Did
5,
you just think of it?
4,
Maybe.
3, 2.
Repeat.
I can do that. That's your
That's the
second
second
repeat.
one.
Gotta slow down the
You'll
writing.
find the government organization BPRD.
That's not good
in
using
what
2
comic book
JTE
based franchise?
repeats in round 1.
It's not
So
helpful.
when they're writing
You'll
the
need
Flash,
those later.
at
Yeah.
5:58 p.m. and they're like, "Oh no, we need to know what city he's from. Central City. Let's go home."
Well, then what's the excuse for Coast City?
3. Is it real Coast City?
Or Gotham City.
1. Pens down. Chandru, what do you got?
I said red.
Nope.
It is not red.
Hellboy.
It is Hellboy.
It is Heck Boy.
There it is. All right. So
Yeah,
a little
Hellboy.
bit of a
Yeah, I
hiccup
did
for
write Hellboy.
Chandru, So he stays at 8 points. Kevin Smets, 9 points. He has a 1 point
I was
lead
going
over
to write
Chandru,
Spawn,
but this
and I was like,
game
wait a minute.
could go
Let's go with
either
Hellboy.
way. And once again, the winner will be playing Mike Kalinowski at the Schmoedown
little more fictional.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
Rachel, moving on into round number 2. What's the strategy here when you look at a round number 2 landscape? Did you always like spinning
fictional.
first or second?
I used to always want to spin first, but then it became about the game itself.
It's nice to
Who
know
are
that
you
we suck.
playing? What's your confidence level after what you just
Center
did in
geekdom, I
round
didn't
one?
expect, like,
If I was
high
in
numbers
Kevin's
from us.
position right now, I would probably spin first, get that momentum. But there's something to be said about going second, watching what your opponent does, because then you know what you have to do in your round.
All right, well, in this round number 2, it is known as the wheel round, the wheel of fate, doom. All right, Kevin Smets, you're in the lead. I would normally ask you if you want to spin first or second, but it seems like you've made your mind up as you're standing at the wheel next to some guy. I'm sorry, that was Kaiser. Go ahead, bud. Have at it. There it is. There it is. Come on. Kaiser looks like an extra in Street Fighter 2. He's got
It's
3
the bandana,
poses.
isn't it?
He just goes back and forth. He's rooting on Ken to defeat E Honda. Here we go.
Right.
It could be opponent's choice. It's DCEU.
No.
It is DCEU. All right. Do you want to spin again? You want to keep it?
There's not much he's weak on in the wheel, so he might go for something he feels a little more confident in.
That's right. I mean, even if you spin opponent's choice, it seems like your worst case scenario would be
DCU, possibly. Yeah.
Round and round it goes. And in the meantime, Chandru seems to have warmed up to his white shoes.
Really good.
Kaiser's not getting those back.
Those
It's
are
all
like,
leather. What? Wow.
Yeah. Ross dress for less, baby.
Oh.
This could be opponent's choice.
Oh.
And it is opponent's
Technically
choice.
the worst case scenario, but now the pressure's on Chandru to figure out what could possibly stump Kevin.
That's right. You get an opportunity like this, you don't want to
'Cause he
have
could
a
have
swing
taken
and a miss.
DCU
So
and probably been
Chandru,
fine.
What are you going to...
He's gonna go. Who said it?
Ooh, that's a smart
Who
move.
said it?
Who said it?
Yep.
It's pretty much everybody's least favorite
That's a
category.
smart move.
All right. Who
Let's do
said it? Rachel will be administering your
That's really the
questions.
only move on that board.
Your first of 5.
All right. Who said it? What Harry Potter character said, "We've all got both light and darkness inside us. What matters is the part we choose to act on. That's who we really
Harry.
are."
So many people could say that. I'm gonna go multiple choice.
Is it A, Albus Dumbledore, B, Remus Lupin, C, Sirius Black,
Sirius Black.
Sirius
or
Black.
D, Arthur Weasley?
Sirius Black.
That's correct.
That sounds like something Gary Oldman would say.
Yeah.
Not sure if that was a guess.
Given
or
the
he
character.
He got the point.
Who? Everyone!
Your second question. Which Lord of the Rings character said, "Even the smallest person can change the course of the future"?
Sam?
No.
Galadriel.
That is correct.
Oh, Galadriel.
Well answered.
not
He thought
who I was
about
thinking
he
of.
It wasn't
gave
actually
another
one of the small people.
hesitation, Then he
Yes.
got the 2 points.
I think Kevin has definitely learned that you take that moment,
A
you
nice
check
PC
in
term
your head,
that you
you
use.
take the breath, and you don't.
Well,
yeah.
so it's hobbits, dwarves.
Call them hobbits. You can't
Your
say
next
that.
question.
I was
Who said,
being
"I
inclusive.
do anything and everything Mr. Stark requires, including occasionally taking
Pepper
out the
Potts.
trash"? Will that be all?
Yep.
Pepper Potts.
Nice.
Smets gets another 2-pointer, and he's doing very well in
That
this
was from
category.
Iron
But
Man
again,
1.
he spun opponent's choice. This is what Chandru felt Smets might be the weakest at. Smets proving his worth in a quotable category.
Oh no, this
And
is the
Smets
one that
proving
Smets is the
that
weakest
he
at.
doesn't have a weakness.
You can only count for like
right,
not
next
so
up.
many points here.
In Rogue One, who said, "There is more than one kind of there is more than one kind of prison, Captain. I sense that you carry yours wherever you go."
Forrest Whitaker's
Multiple
character?
choice. I think I know it.
Is it A, Chirrut,
No.
B,
I'm going to go with
Baze,
Chirrut.
C, Jin,
It's Chirrut.
D, General Dodonna?
Base.
Incorrect for the steal. Chandru, Rachel's going to give you your options again.
Is it A, Chirrut, B. Baze, C. Jin, or D. General Dodonna?
Chirrut.
That is correct.
That sounds like
1 point
something he
steal.
would have said.
Anyway,
Yeah.
and that's a big steal. And really, that's all you can hope for. You give him who said it. If you get one steal out of that, I'd say your
And
day is
probably
done.
the correct move.
Kevin Smets, you still have one
One
more
question.
question for who said it.
All right. Who said, "You will give the people an ideal to strive towards. They will race behind you. They will stumble. They will fall. But in
Jarrell.
time, they will join you in the sun. In time, you will help them accomplish
Jarrell.
wonders."
Jor-El.
That is correct.
Man of Steel.
He did that right. Took the breath, focused, and like,
Well navigated.
It's either that or
for an
Jonathan Kent,
opponent's
and
choice.
so
Jor-El.
That is correct.
Yeah.
He said
Yeah.
Jarrell. We also would have accepted Nicolas Cage. Says that
No, we would not
on
have.
a regular basis. So it is 16-9. Chandru did get that. Could be very important 1 point steal. Chandru, the wheel is now yours to spin as you see fit with your huge medically enhanced muscles thanks to 1940s experiments.
So no pegs on this one, right? No spinning by the pegs?
Please do not spin by the pegs, especially with that that serum that they put in you. I mean, it's just,
I think that
There we
serum
go.
did its job.
that's right. That's right.
in this case, don't spin it by the wheel either. Jeez.
Round and round.
Just
it goes,
breathe.
As we mentioned, Chandru, he's pretty versatile as far as the comic
He
book
is
movies
as well.
go.
It would be
Oh, spinner's
difficult
choice, look at
to
that.
choose
Got
what
it.
to give him should he land on opponent's choice as well.
All right, so it's coming around. It's going to pass who said it, and it
Yeah, I was
could be
joking.
Spinner's choice.
I was joking.
Wow. He
I
has
was
spun
joking.
Spinner's choice. He
That's
is in
not
a
good.
7-point hold to Kevin Smets right now. Chandru, what feels lucky? What
I
could
was
give you
joking.
the lead going into round number 3?
Also can be a
But I am
difficult choice.
down if
Sometimes you don't
Smets
have
still
that
wins this.
absolute go-to.
Smets gets opponent's choice and he gets spinner's
Harry
choice.
Potter.
Wow, all right then.
Well,
And luckily,
again, the
I
difference is
have,
Smets isn't
Rachel
weak on
Cushing
pretty much any of those categories.
help
So
me pronounce.
who said it
the
was the
strength.
weakest
What I
he
do
was?
best.
Probably.
Harry Potter it is, Chandru, and you have 5 questions. Each one is worth 2 points. Your first question, what is the name of the centaur that aids Harry in the Sorcerer's Stone?
Friends?
Give him 2 points.
Centaur number 1.
Bob.
You know, centaurs, you don't really like looking at them at first, but they can be very valuable. Your next question, in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, who gave Hermione Granger the time turner so that she is able to take more classes during her 3rd year than time would normally allow?
Wow.
That was Tom.
Minerva McGonagall.
There you go,
Well, I mean,
Professor McGonagall.
it's crazy
it is.
how I've seen these movies and don't
Who's
remember
gonna
a
take
thing
more
from them.
classes?
Yeah.
Okay.
That does not sound like a scene
Next
I've
up,
seen.
What is the name of the half-giant witch who serves as headmistress for the Beauxbatons Academy of Magic and the Goblet of Fire?
Bixby.
I'm so proud of you
Thank
for
you.
pronouncing that well.
Also something I haven't
Cajun
seen,
root.
but have.
Madame Maxime?
There you go, Madame Maxine it is.
What?
And Chandru, this is what you expect when you get Spinner's Choice.
Can't
He's
believe
had
I'm getting these
perfect
wrong.
Round number 2 thus far. His 2 questions
Shocked.
remain. Your
Neither
penalty
can I.
question in the world of Harry Potter, Chandru. First introduced in the Order of the Phoenix, what is the name of the house elf that serves the House Black?
Dobby.
Thomas J. Murphy.
Dobby.
Creature.
No.
Oh.
It is Creature for 2 more
Dobby was
points,
in,
and that gives
the
him the lead
second
over Kevin
movie.
Smets. One
Who gave
question
Dobby a sock?
remains,
Dobby is free.
and that is
Where the secret room was the
Harry
girls'
Potter.
bathroom.
Yeah.
what is the name
Old joke.
of Dumbledore's baby sister that we first learn about in the Deathly Hallows films?
Also Bob.
Dobby.
No. That was the house elf.
Ariane. Ariana.
2 more
No, I
points.
challenge it. He said
He
the
said
first name.
Ariane.
He said Ariane first. And then you can't say a wrong name
Okay,
and then
that's
say
a
the right
challenge?
name. I challenge that,
It's
please.
a challenge.
I waited for the entire. I mean, you didn't say anything between the 2 names. I was,
Okay. All right. Challenge is on the board. We
What
will
did he
be
say
right back
second?
with our ruling.
Rachel's like, I'll be the one who makes the decision on this.
I mean, they didn't give him any indication that he got it wrong.
Yeah.
All right, we are back. We had our ruling. So the ruling is that that Chandru did answer incorrectly. So he answered incorrectly first. And so Kevin Smets would normally get a steal
Can I?
but
opportunity.
Can I? Because I know the answer.
but I corrected myself before
You
anyone
did
said
correct
anything.
yourself. This has all been factored in. However, the ruling is that it was an incorrect answer. And so, Kevin Smets, because we had to make a ruling on it, we're going to ask you a different question that's worth 1 point.
For me?
Yes.
Okay. Same category?
Excuse me, it's going to be worth 2 points.
2 points.
It's going to be worth 2 points.
Same category?
It's the same category.
Okay, what was the correct answer on that one?
Ariana.
Ariana, yeah.
I said, okay.
You said RN.
Yeah.
And then you stopped.
All right. Your question
Kaiser. Moving on.
for 2 points, Kevin.
Stop talking about
For
it.
the steal.
That's interesting.
What spell does Harry find written in his potions textbook, which had previously been property of the Half-Blood Prince?
Sectrum Sempra.
That is correct for 2 points, and very tough way to end round number 2, but that's how it goes, 18 to 17. So now we move on to round number 3, and round number 3 is the round that will decide who is playing Mike Kalinowski at the Schmoedown Spectacular, Rach. And the way that round number 3, you yourself in a 1-point lead going into round number 3, so we're going to get your 3 numbers first. What feels lucky, sir?
Let's go 7, 1, and 4.
7, 1, and 4. All
First
right,
area
and
code going
Chandru.
up.
Let's go 10 for the 10 movies Steve Rogers has been in. 11 for the 11 letters in his love interest name, Peggy Carter.
Wow.
And 13 for Agent 13, his girlfriend / niece.
I hope one of those are my questions. Thank you. Thanks for the free studying.
All right, so Chandru, you're going to get your 2-point question first. Your question is going to be asked by Rachel. I'll be asking
I almost
Kevin
feel like
his.
Chandru
So
had that
Rachel,
planned.
Chandru said he wanted number 10 because Steve Rogers has been in 10 MCU movies. So what's his category for 2 points?
By coincidence, it is MCU.
How many movies has Steve Rogers been in?
To whom is Tony Stark talking to when he says, "The Avengers"? It's
Loki.
what we call
Loki.
ourselves. Sort of like a team, Earth's mightiest heroes type thing.
Loki.
That is correct for 2 points.
2 points, and Chandru, rebounding from a very tough ruling in round number 2,
Yep.
now has
what you
reclaimed
gotta
the
do.
lead in round number 3 as we pivot over to Kevin Smets for his 2-point question. Kevin, you selected number 7, and that corresponds to the wonderful world of Middle-earth.
Great.
And your question. For 2 points, at the end of the Battle of the Five Armies, Legolas tells Thranduil that he must leave. Who does Thranduil tell him to seek out in the north?
Bob.
Dobby.
Strider.
2 points.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Kevin Smets has
That's what I said.
lead once again, and so we go back to Chandru for his 3-point question.
Gave Strider a
Rachel,
sock.
what's his
Strider is
category?
free.
Heroes.
Good thing, too. Apparently
For
he's a
3
king.
points.
Yeah.
Who played the title hero in the 1996
Billy Zane.
superhero film,
Yeah.
The Phantom?
Ooh, that's
Billy Zane.
a mixed bag right there.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Don Cheadle.
No.
That is incorrect.
That's-
It is Billy Zane.
That's
Billy
weird.
Zane.
All right.
Wild, wonderful world of Billy
Kit
Zane.
Walker, a.k.a.
Still has
Billy
his
Zane.
5-pointer.
Still has his 5-pointer. And so, Chandru, you have your 5-point question. If you get this right, you're going to force the hand of Kevin Smets to answer both his 3 or his 5-pointer for the win. If you get it wrong, Kevin Smets will be competing against Mike Kalinowski at the Schmoedown Spectacular live downtown LA.
All right, Chandru, for 5 points. Chandru, your category is scores and soundtracks, and your 5-pointer is who composed the score for Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince?
Wasn't John Williams by then? Michael Giacchino? I don't know.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
That's his last JTE rule.
For 5 points, who composed the score for Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince?
What year is this match being aired? 2019.
Nice.
5, 4,
Who did most of the...
3.
Nicholas Hooper.
That is correct.
Wow!
Great.
Holy crap!
We're on that page.
Yeah, it really it was.
Wow.
It's a dig deep, but sometimes
That's
you
an
gotta.
answer that deserves some respect
Rick
right there.
into your bag of tricks and
that
pulling
was a
up
poll.
Nicholas Hooper. I don't know that Nicholas
Chandru
Hooper
just said, "What's
ever
up?
knew
Yeah,
that
I'm
he
playing
would
in the
be
Inner
this
Geekdom.
situation.
What have you
But
about it?"
The right words, the right name, I should say, it came out of Chandru's mouth at just the right moment, just in the nick of time, and that gives him a 4-point lead over Kevin Smets. So,
Wow.
Kevin, you have your 3-point question. You can look at this as a fun scrimmage because
Let's run some drills. Let's do
He
it.
wants to break the point record. Of course, he's gonna hit it.
if you're looking for all-time records, you might want to get this one right. Your 3-point question, you selected number 1,
fair.
and that is Harry Potter movies. And your question for 3 points and no greater meaning at all. In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, Harry is introduced to the Deathly Hallows through a tale of 3 brothers. What is the brother's last name?
Adams. Hey, no.
Probably not.
Peverell.
3 points, and we are within 1.
Also, my favorite seasoning.
It comes down to the last question.
Brothers Cumin.
This is the way that we like having these matches
that's
go.
right. I like
Rich,
that one, too.
because, it's all on the line here. Kevin Smets has been in this
Smoked
situation
paprika?
before. He answered a little too quickly the last time. He had a chance to compete against you in a live event, and now he has a chance to compete against Mike Kalinowski in a live event if he can get this 5-point question.
How many JTEs do I have?
You have all three of your JTEs left. Does not mean you need to use them, Micah.
He knows
Your
he has them. It's good to know.
5-point category is Star
It's
Trek.
like going into like
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
the last quarter having all of your timeouts.
And your question is,
That's a sports reference. Yes, I know.
for
Get out
5
here.
points in the win, to go to the Schmoedown Spectacular, name the company that Scotty gives the futuristic formula of transparent aluminum to in Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home.
3M. I don't know.
IBM.
Plexicorp.
Dwalin, give me Kalinowski.
And your winner, Kevin.
Wow.
Jeez.
That was a fight.
He's going to the Schmoedown Spectacular.
It's an emotional moment.
Dhandapani, what a
Jeez.
But here's the thing: if
Like,
Chandru even had that
Chandru
2-pointer still,
gave him a run for his
He would've been
money,
at 26.
and
Smets still would've
Chandru
won.
learned the lessons.
Yeah,
that
so
Kevin
that challenge-
learned last time. That's how this works.
2 points
you know?
really didn't matter in
Sometimes
that
you
case.
just come up a little bit short because of a slip or an issue, and
So,
it's one of those
we
things
say that,
you live and you learn.
prefacing
and
the fact
he's
that we're probably
going
gonna talk
to
a little bit about
make
it here in a
comeback next season.
second.
I have no doubt about it. But this is Kevin's comeback story. This is what he's been working towards, and Mike's going to have his handful. It's spectacular.
Right. I mean, what an impressive performance by both competitors. What a display of a breadth of topics when you come to the Inner Geekdom. There was a lot of correct Harry Potter and Star Wars and Middle-earth and all these great movies that have been really deep in the minutia. With even as far back as round 1, I mean, these guys really know their stuff. This could have gone either way. It went down to the wire. It broke in Smets' favor today, and so he gets to go to the Spectacular. As you were saying before, I think that Chandru is going to be like just about every rookie that we've ever had in the movie.
Kalinowski versus Smets at Spectacular.
You get a situation where,
Oh.
it hurts in the moment.
That's
it
your-
stings,
that's your main
but you
event
learn
right
from
there.
it. You get better. You have that off season to
Yeah,
kind of
and the finales to the
reinvigorate
tournament.
your strategy, get some rest, and then attack the next season.
You should get a
with the
ticket to
renewed vigor.
Spectacular if you haven't
He
already.
will
You've already
do
got
what
tickets to that,
Kevin
right?
just
Just
did.
saying.
I have
Yes, we
no
do.
doubt in my mind.
Fantastic.
He just played a phenomenal game. He's a great rookie for this season, and I'm looking forward to see what he does next.
And he got a free pair of shoes. So we are
I
going
know, really.
turn
He's
it
a
over
winner,
to
too.
our own Jen Sturge right now, who has an interview with Chandru at Dhandapani. Jen, it's all yours.
Thanks so much, Mark and Rachel. Chandru, I know that this loss is going to beat you up for a long time. What was going through your mind in that last round?
Oh, the last round, I was just still kicking myself over the Ariana miss because in my head I was like, you don't know if it's Ariana or Ariana. Like, go to multiple choice. Like, don't do the same Nachios mistake again. But I didn't learn from my mistakes. I did the same mistake again. But I'm gonna learn finally this time and come back even harder. And I've been in the ice
Would
for like
like
70
nachos for
years,
dinner.
so I
That
haven't
sounds
had the
good.
chance to watch The Phantom. So I'm sure I'll get around to it.
You're not missing
Sometimes
much,
they just
Chandru.
pull up those random movies that aren't part of, the things that are popular
You can
right now
skip
that
the
you've got to
Phantom.
just have
Honestly,
that
just
knowledge
look at
on.
it.
Is that
It's
what caught
page
you?
on
I
IMDb.
know,
You're
no,
good.
that one definitely caught me off guard. Like, so even if I went to multiple choice, and
Know
the
who
other
directed
one,
it,
it'd still be
know
a
who starred in
1-point
it.
game, and I would have lost. But I'm really proud of what I've done so far. I'm
And
really
what year
proud
it came
of my game today. I was one of the 2 people who to take Kevin Smets to the last question. So I'm still keeping my, I'm holding my head high. And
Yeah, that's nothing to hang your head about.
And I'm coming to that 6.
That's fantastic still.
That puts you in the upper echelon of Energeekdom.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's the attitude you like to see. I mean,
It really is.
I was actually amazed because when you are a rookie and you haven't competed in that many matches, you haven't been in the league for that long, how do you recover from a blow like that? Because it was a very tough ruling that really could have gone either way. The fact that he was able to rebound so quickly and back in round 3, cracking jokes again, getting questions right, that really showed me a lot about Chandru.
Yeah, and he's right. Kevin has had an easy run in
Yeah,
a
that
lot
could
of
have thrown
ways.
off
Got
a lot
stopped
of other
short by
competitors
Mike. Blew
for the rest
past
of the
Adam
match,
Plavik,
but
and Chandru almost
Chandru
took him today.
composed
so
himself.
if he can stand toe
Yeah,
to
it's
toe
pretty
to
good.
Kevin, that means he can stand toe to toe with the best in this league, and so I think he should be considered among their number.
Anytime you take someone who has 4 knockouts to their credit down to the wire, that's an accomplishment in amongst itself. And the person that has those 4 knockouts and the win here today, going on to the Schmoedown Spectacular, Kevin the Smasher Smets is joined
Please
by
tell me
Jen
Ken House is going to
Sturgeon.
bust
Now,
into this
Jen,
interview.
it's got to be somewhat of a
Please.
celebratory mood, I imagine, with those gentlemen.
That'd be fun.
It's definitely celebratory back here, Mark. But I gotta say, I watched you both kind of collapse in joy after that last question. What was going through your mind that last one?
All the credit to Chandru. That was he took me to the limit. I had shades right when that question was asked. With KO, I knew the answer and I flubbed. This time, I heard the question and I literally did not know it. And I thought it was gonna all go away. And then I shut my eyes. I did what he helped me do. Shut my eyes. I remember what I needed to do in this training after the Don't Tell Peter thing, which is far behind me now. And it came to me, and then the words came right out of my mouth, and I got the answer right. And I absolutely did not know until he said my name. I mean, I thought I knew, but it was a pull out of just some remnant of seeing it, because I hadn't seen, actually, that's one of those I hadn't seen in a while. So, I collapsed. I was not shocked that I won, but definitely he made me earn it. So all the props to Chandru for that.
Kaiser, you got to be feeling pretty good about yourself right now.
This whole season has come down to this moment. We've had some big wins, we've had a few losses, but this kid has been working his butt off. We take this serious. We're not here to make friends. We're not here to make people laugh. They just laugh at me because, obviously. But what I'm saying is this kid couldn't be more ready to take that belt from Kalinowski. Our time is coming. It's destiny. It's gonna happen, and you're all gonna be there. It's spectacular to see it. Zip's gonna be there. Who knows what he's gonna do or where, or if he's gonna shower. I don't know, but we're all gonna be. Oh,
There you go.
That's a big win. Look at that big win. Mikey, take it away. Tell him what we think.
Wow, I didn't even know what to think watching that match. Coming in, 2 great competitors in Smets. Buddy, I expected more from you from that match. You almost blew it in there. And I mean, hats off to you in the plexicor. That was a nice pull. You got my shtick now with the crying there at the end. I thought I kind of trademarked that, but dude, I still see it in your head, man. I still see it in your head. We're this far along, man. I am beyond this. I'm not thinking about this Energeekdom anymore. I've proven what I've done. I'm kind of disappointed in what I saw out there, guys. I was scared of you for a long time now, but seeing what I'm seeing, I've kind of moved past this. I'm not even thinking about Energeekdom anymore. Now I'm thinking about Mount Rushmore.
Listen, pal, you won on an asterisk. I flubbed a name. I flubbed a mix-up. But let me tell you something. On December 7th, get your dancing shoes out, because that asterisk's coming back to kick your ass.
Strix.
Your guys' play practice down in the dungeon's going really good, but we saw today what happens when you're not just practicing, when you got to face real competition, which today was a very cheerful cosplayer from Universal City Walk. All right? I respect what you guys do.
I
I
get that
actually respect
reference.
Kevin Smets, and I know Mike does too.
Ooh,
The
that was
tears,
a good
we
one.
appreciate it too there. In December, it's going to be a good time. You, sir, though, I know you've been banned from every Red Roof and hotel bar, but it's time to get serious.
Kyle's like, "You
It's
still
time to
talking?"
prepare for the champion. The pressure's on you guys. We're going to dance in December, and it's going to be a lot of fun, but you're going to have to actually start working in that little fun dungeon you've created.
Well, you know what? Your tears were created in a casting office on General Hospital. You, on the other hand, when you write the book,
Wow.
the history of the Schmoedown, save a big chapter for the dungeon when we take that belt right off of your waist and put it on our mantle.
Back to you guys.
Well, some unexpected fireworks.
That is
on
what
this
you
eve
wanted.
Of the Schmoedown
That is what you want
Spectacular,
right there.
Rach. What is your take? Because you've had some great management in your career. What does it do when you have the managers start barking at each other? Does that it kind of infuse you with competitive desire, or are you just like, get over yourselves?
I always liked the fact of having a manager to do that for me so that I did not have to partake in such nonsense. But, you can't deny Ken and Kaiser going toe-to-toe. And honestly, both Mike and Kevin had some words in there, too. Mike is trying very hard to get into Kevin's head, and we'll have to wait and see if he achieved that.
That's right. And in the little time we have left before the Schmoedown Spectacular, I think the managers are going to continue to breathe fire at each other. Meanwhile,
Probably.
Kevin and Mike are probably just going to go into
the
their
books, hit the
dark
movies.
studying quarters. Well, that is it. The matchup has been set at the Schmoedown Spectacular. The Inner Geekdom belt is going to be on the line, and Kevin the Smasher Smets is going to be taking on Mike Kalinowski for that after his thrilling win over Chandru the Chosen Dhandapani here today. Rachel the Crusher Cushing, how about another hand for the legend, Rachel? Thank you so much for joining us today, Rach.
Thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun. I was here to make sure things were pronounced right. I'm very proud of what you accomplished in that vein. And it's great to sit on this side of the desk and root on the competitors as they, make their runs to glory.
All right, well, that glory is going to take place at the Schmoedown Spectacular. We will see y'all then. Until then, I am Mark Baby Carrots. That was for Christian George Harloff and Rachel the Crusher Cushing. We'll see you next time on the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Yo, push it open. Hit it with your shoulder. There you go. Oh, hey, Winston.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, brother?
How you doing? You all right?
See you too. I'm good, man. Hey, thank you. I just want to say thank you for having me on SEN, man.
Yeah.
Live. It's been great, bro.
SEN, you've been, look, Kate's a nutshell.
She's insane.
But I love working with you.
Honestly, I feel like if I wasn't almost married, that's probably my wife.
It's funny. I thought that too. About you. So listen, man. What's up? Because I know you wanted to talk to me.
Yeah, man. I'm like kind of pissed. Like I'm royally pissed.
What's wrong?
I
tried the tuna fish with the mac and cheese.
It was disgusting.
Oh, sorry.
That was the first part of it, and it got me thinking though about other things that betrayed me.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'm tired of that son of a bitch egg zipper.
You guys were buddies.
You know what?
He did mess you. He turned his back on you.
Not only that, like it's funny. When we broke up, he, I tried to make up with him just outside of Schmoedown, and he was being kind of a dick.
Yeah.
So
he's all about the dungeon now.
I want to ruin him.
All right. So look. I mean, we're pretty much done with the season, but next season, if you guys want to match 1-on-1,
I want a match.
You do want a match.
I do.
Okay.
I do, and I've been studying.
Yeah.
But I want to bury him.
Okay.
So I want to come in here. I want to manage. I want to get Smets. I want to get Bibiani. I want to bring Rachel out of retirement. I want to bury him.
Wait. So let me get this right. So you don't want to actually play. You want to manage, and you want to match if other people do take
I'll
him and ruin
occasionally
him.
come in every now and again, but I want to ruin his life.
So you this is. I'm saying this as your friend. This seems like you want to just do straight up revenge.
Yeah, that's it. But it's best served cold, and I'm gonna be in a body bag.
All right. So wait, let me just make it. Now there is the zipper situation.
Sure.
But if you coming in here to manage, there's only 10 spots.
Sure.
So if you come in here to manage, you're gonna be going up against the Kaisers and the Dagninos and all these people there. You ready?
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
The most that anybody's ever seen as far as any sort of management style at all is maybe Jay.
Okay.
They're not ready for me. I'm gonna literally go get the best players and I'll be the mouth. They don't need to worry about nothing. I will bury their competition, and it starts with Zipper. So can you make that happen for me?
Yes. Yeah. You know what? You like I said,
Winston is going to be a manager.
You're hysterical.
He'll be good.
But I'll tell you again with advice. You just need to learn the game a little bit more, because I think that if you learn the game, your player is going to be dangerous. And maybe not just focus on Zipper. That's all I'm saying.
Well, let's take
It's Drago on you. It's Drago. It's like that picture, and you want to rip it
it's
off.
fine. Let me deal with that first.
All right.
Let's deal with the T'Chari,
right,
and then we'll get our way up to Thanos, and then we'll deal with all the other ones. But let's deal with Zipper first. So put me in. I'm drafting. I want to do it. I want to take this out.
You're in.
Let's go.
All right, brother.
So Winston is, I would say, was it manager number 9? That leaves one that we don't know of as of right now.
Do we find that out before Spectacular?
I don't know. That might be a good one to save for Spectacular, but we're a little more than a month away from that right now.
About a solid month, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if we'll hold out a month, but who knows? I'm not in control of Schmoedown, so I just react to it. You do too. So that
he'll be a good mouthpiece though. Like Winston as a manager, yeah, not bad.
That was a fantastic match.
Oh yeah, that match was great.
The fact that it still came down to that last one. Okay,
That's
so
what you want.
Here's the thing. We'll talk about Kevin Smets here in a minute. For Chandru, though, like you said, that put Chandru in an upper echelon to get that close to Smets.
Yeah, to make Smets have to answer his final question, and that at that situation be on the, well, we'll see if I got it right kind of situation. Yeah, no, that is nothing to sneeze at right there. Chandru's up there.
I know.
Players now.
So I know we talked about before, like kind of like the hierarchy of who's like where everyone is at in Inner Geekdom. I know we did that. We did that one video for, I believe it was like Call to Action, where we were actually organizing where everyone was at in terms of how good they are. And I would say this match alone probably put Chandru above Lavik.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was automatically thinking that too. I mean, we're sitting in a situation where Chandru and Brandon Hanna were both kind of on par with each other. Well,
we saw Chandru beat.
Sorry,
Hanna.
Brandon. I think Chandru has topped you, not just because he beat you, but because he also took Smets all the way. And I don't know how many players can do that at this point.
Yeah,
I mean, just Mike, really.
And that's the thing I hate about this is, for all we know, Hanna is probably very, very capable of doing that to Smets, but we just have not seen that match.
Yeah.
So everything that we say is completely based off of speculation.
For sure. Like nothing is for sure like set. I mean, again, we're dealing with the Schmoedown, and the Schmoedown has proven time and time again that anything can happen at any given point. But when you have people like Mike and Smets who are so deep cut driven, they're studied up.
Mm-hmm.
In the Inner Geekdom division, where, yes, there are less movies that you have to keep track of. So in that sense, it is easier, and I say that very, very loosely, to keep on top of studying. You have to keep on top of studying. Outside of that, Chandru put on a great performance today. It's the situation that he even brought it up, and I was going to bring it up here, and he seems to be well aware of it and already on top of it. It's the same situation he had in his last match, where just a mess up of a name, where if he did what Smets did that you saw during this match, and it's the reason why Smets had that mess up with Peter, is you have to take that beat, take that pause. If you think you know it, take a minute and just say it in your head, because that makes all the difference.
And you can see that Smets did that in this, particularly on that on that Jarrell question. You could see Smets like, I know this, and then he did a Jarrell.
And see, if Chandru did that there, that wouldn't have been an issue. There wouldn't have been a problem there. He would have either gotten it wrong or gotten it right, and that would have been it. Not saying both names.
Yeah. As far as Smets goes, I mean, he just continues to prove. Now, here's the thing. This is the first match that Smets has won without a KO.
Yeah.
So that speaks volumes for Chandru's ability at this point.
Yep.
But again, complete faith in Smets. I believe he's going to be a very, very hard competitor against Kalinowski. And you heard Kalinowski there at the end, where he's kind of like, it sounds like he's starting to brush off the Inner Geekdom, that he's already the top epitome of Inner Geekdom.
Which is great for trying to get into somebody's head, but if that's how he's actually positing himself,
that's
bad move.
That's not the way you want to go into against Smets.
Because that's you saw like the behind the scenes stuff with the team's belt that him and Shannon were doing, the fun picture stuff, and that was all entertaining and great promo work. But you're in a situation where if that's actually how you're treating your next title match, we're about to see Mikey no belts.
Yeah, possibly.
And we love Mike. We do. But
And so that's going to be a good match coming up. And that's easily, like I said before, that we're looking at what should be the main event of it. But it's not going to be the main event, but it's going to be fantastic. So
they're all main events.
So if there's tickets available, jump on it. Pick it up now. Stop hesitating. Don't wait. Go pick up the tickets.
Get to LA.
It's at the schmoedownlive.com. Pick up the tickets. Pick up the live stream. This is going to be the most phenomenal, luxurious end to the
All right,
Schmoedown.
Trump, calm down.
Also, make sure you hop onto the Movie Trivia Schmoedown YouTube channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you participate in everything the SEN is doing. Hop on those live streams. Donate to the super chat that they're doing. He's still over there off to the side. And make sure you help him out any way you can. Join the Patreon. Join the super chat. Join SEN. Join all of that stuff.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, this is going to be a really, really good season finale, and you'll want to see it. As far as us, make sure you follow us at Cinefanatics MLP on both Twitter and Instagram. We've got stuff that is a changing coming up. Make sure you follow us so you can stay tuned to that. One of the major things we are changing is we will be doing live streams, much like a lot of the other reactors are doing at this point. So follow us. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, we will be starting live streams. So come participate in that. We'll be talking about movies, Schmoedown. Us personally, feel free to just talk and hang out with us. So again, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we will let you know when that first live stream is going to hit. You can be a part of this final stretch to 1,000 subscribers by hitting the subscription button, not only down below, but also the one that's above his head. Click that. Over here off to the side are a couple other videos that we have made, including videos, the latest video and one YouTube thing you should see. And as always,
Dwalling, give me Kalinowski.
Yeah, bring it, Kalinowski.
Wish you would have walked off also. That would have been great.
Later.
See ya. For the second time. It's going to be spectacular.